Section 1.1, lines in the plane. Here we have the formula for slope, which is rise over run. It's the ratio of vertical change, the rise, to horizontal change, the run, for a non-vertical line. The slope of a non-vertical line passing through the points x1, y1 and x2, y2 is m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So the change in y over the change in x. So here we have 4 examples where we want to find the slope of the line through the following points. So our first example, we have -2, 0, and the point 3, 1. So we're going to calculate the slope between those 2 points using our slope formula. So we'll subtract our y values, which will be 1 minus 0. We'll subtract our x values, which will be 3 plus 2, and that will give us a slope of 1/5. This would be a positive slope. If you were to graph these 2 points and draw the line through those 2 points, you would see that you would have a line that is rising. Any line that has a positive slope will be a line that rises. In example B, we would have a slope of 2 minus 2 over 2 plus 1, which would give us 0 over 3, which is equal to 0. So this line has a slope of 0. If we were to plot these 2 points on our graph, this would give us a horizontal line. So any line that has a slope of 0 will be a horizontal line, and you can see that every point on this line will have a y coordinate of 2. The equation of this line would be y equals 2. In example C, we have a slope -1 minus 4 over 1 minus 0, which will give us a slope of -5. So if we plot these points, you will see you will have a line that is falling. So any line that has a negative slope will be a falling line. Our last example, example D, our slope is going to be 1 minus 4 over 3 minus 3, which will be -3 over 0. When 0 is underneath our fraction, that is undefined. And the line that has an undefined slope will be a vertical line. So any line that has a slope of undefined will be vertical. And here all your x coordinates are 3. Every point on that line will have an x coordinate of 3. Here we want to look at point slope of an equation of a line, which is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. In our example, we want to find the equation of the line that has a slope of 3, so therefore our slope m equals 3. And through the point 1, -2. That's going to be our x1 and our y1. So we'll substitute this information. Y minus -2 will give us y plus 2. Our slope is 3, and we'll have x minus 1. We'll simplify this equation, distribute, and this will give us the equation of this line, which will be y equals 3x minus 5. This equation is in slope-intercept form. Here we want to find the equation of a line passing through the points 2, 4, and -1, 5. So this is similar to our last example. However, the slope is not given. So we'll need to find the slope using the slope formula. So we'll calculate the slope here, which will be -1/3. Now we can substitute into the point slope formula, just as we did in the last example. Here you can use either point as your x1 and your y1. So I'll choose to use the point 2, 4. You can use that point as well, or you can use -1, 5. We'll get the same answer no matter which point we choose, as long as we do our math correctly. So we have y minus 4 equals -1/3 x plus 2/3, and y will equal -1/3 x plus 2/3 plus 4. And then we'll need a common denominator to add 2/3 plus 4, which will be 3. So that will make that 4 equal to 12/3. And lastly, we'll add those together. And that will give us y equals negative 1/3 x plus 14/3. Okay, here we want to graph these two equations that are given here. Y equals 2/3 x plus 1. So we'll start with our y-intercept of 1. So we'll go up to 1 on the y-axis. And then we'll plot our slope, which is positive. So we'll go up 2 and then to the right 3 using rise over run. Then we'll connect those 2 points. And you can see we have a line that has a positive slope. And we can see that our line that we've drawn here is a line that rises. In example 2, we'll do the same thing. We'll plot the point 0, 2. 2 is our y-intercept. This time the slope's negative, so we're going to go down 3 units and to the right 4 units. And then we'll connect those 2 points. And you can see that we have a line that is falling. The slope is negative.